Hi and welcome. Hi and welcome. This is the live reaction to Tottenham Women 0, Arsenal Women 0. Well, it was a game which was played yesterday. That was Sunday, the 16th of November at 2:30 p.m. And Arsenal, if I'm very honest, Arsenal were the better team throughout the first half. Arsenal, it took half an hour before Arsenal came alive and had shots on target via Russo and had two free kicks. It was a game that Arsenal should have won. They were the better team. They had the more chances, and there was not the clinical edge, not the clinical precision shooting and crossing and getting on the end of crosses balls. There wasn't the clinical edge. Arsenal looked off of it. They didn't look like a team gelled together. So it is very disappointing. We've dropped points here. We dropped points at Chelsea. So in my opinion, Arsenal should be 4 points better off than what they are right now. We should have won that Chelsea game. The Chelsea women's game was a game where Arsenal should have won. If there was VAR, then there would be no doubt that I'm sure that the goals would have stood and that it would have been an Arsenal win. But that is not the case. So let's see. Um, it leaves Arsenal in fourth position on 16 points. Manchester United is in 17th position. This is the Women's Super League table. Chelsea are on 21 points and Arsenal are on, Man City are on 24 points. Arsenal are on 16 points, level with Tottenham Hotspur, and being pursued by London City Lionesses on 15 points. So it is really a little bit of congestion. We need to win our next WSL game so that we can start moving up the table and seeing if we can catch that Man City side. I don't know if it is possible, but I believe it can be possible as long as we win our games and take it game by game. It will be it will be a an interesting end. Well, what an interesting middle of season. So there's gonna be a run of fixtures. Let's get the fixture list up. I know the next game that we have is going to be against Real Madrid in the Women's Champions League. That is a must-win game. We need to start moving up the table in the Champions League. You know, we need to start winning our games. You know, we've won against Benfica, but we didn't win against Leon. So we need to start winning our matches in the Champions League. It's imperative, it's important that we get off to a good start and that we are in at least the playoff positions so that we can have a chance of progressing through. But every game is going to be tough. Every game is going to be hard. And every game is going to be hard, and it's going to be a difficult ride. Let's say. So yes, have a message here. Miss you long time. Yeah, this video was meant to go out yesterday. So, but the match, you know, I had to really dwell on the match. I had to really dwell on the match. It was, you know, it wasn't the greatest of performances from Arsenal women, if I have to say. They seemed to be playing, you know, like they were on the training ground. Lots of running, passing and moving, some static passing and moving, not creating spaces, not passing fast enough. They need to pass the ball fast enough, and forward passes. They need to pass the ball forward, and they they hadn't passed the ball forward. So it's interesting that it's interesting. So thank you for watching. That is the live reaction to us Tottenham Women 0, Arsenal Women 0. It weren't the greatest of games. It's another game where 2 points were dropped. You know, we dropped points against Chelsea. We dropped points against Tottenham. Every match is a must-win match. Every match is a tough game. You know, it's very easy for me to be here critical, but one positive is that we kept a clean sheet, which is good going forward. You know, we've kept a clean sheet yesterday, which was a positive. So they need to build on that, but be much more clinical in the much more clinical in the final third. So they need to be much more clinical in the final third. Thank you for watching. And if you have any comments with regarding the match, please put in the comment section. I believe that, yeah, if you could put in the comment section, and I'll be reading those afterwards. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.